Today we're making star, sun, and moon charms inspired by the 10-day charm bracelet challenge. It's also inspired by my sun and moon and star and moon earrings. What you're going to need for this project is 20 gauge wire, tweezer nose pliers, your other pliers, and some beads. I'm starting with the star, and I'm going to take a piece of 20 gauge wire and bend it a couple inches from the end and add a 4mm miracle bead. So we're going to hold the bead and just wind the wire around the bead to hold it in place. And then I'm taking my tweezer nose pliers from Xuron. I'll link up all my tools in the description below, and we're going to bend one side of the star. So just make nice little sharp bends. I'm going to measure about 1/2 inch and then measure where we want to bend it at the same 1/2 inch, and then take our tweezer nose pliers and give it a good sharp bend. So this is like drawing a 5-point star. I have a few tutorials on making stars like this. So now we're going to measure it again, and we're going to bend it on a nice sharp bend. And then for the other side, we're just going to bend it a little bit up, straight up, and then bend the last side towards the middle. So there's our basic shape for the star, and then use your round pliers to help that bend to wind it around the top. And take your flat pliers and give it a good little tug so it's securely wound around. Clip it flush. These are the Xuron flush cutters. And then pinch that little end in so it's secure. Take our round pliers and bend it out and around to form the loop. Make a nice little loop there, and then hold the end with your pliers and wind it around, catching that little end there so it won't slip. Cut it flush, pinch it a little bit, and there you have your star. For the moon, we are going to take the 20 gauge wire again, about 4 to 5 inches is plenty, bend it at a right angle, and curve it around the end of a pen to form the shape of the moon. Now take your tweezer nose pliers again, hold it at the point there, and then just bend the wire to the back. Bend it right back and pinch it. Hold that end and curve it out. And now hold the wire and bend it straight up so we can add our bead. This is a 6mm miracle bead. Hold that in your hand and push it around so it curves around the top of the bead. You can pull it back a little bit if you need to. Hold it with the tweezer nose pliers and bend it up. Give it a little pinch, and then we're going to hold the end and curve it around. So there's our moon shape. Adjust it as you need. Take your round pliers and we're going to help that little bend around so it won't get distorted. So curve it right around, and then you can hold it firmly and then give it a little push around that wire so it's securely in place. Cut it flush. Bend the wire to the side and curve it around. Center it, hold it in your pliers and curve the end around. Wiggle it as you need. Cut it flush. Room that end and then pinch it in. And there's your moon. So for the sun, we're going to get about 6 to 8 inches of 20 gauge wire, depends on how big you want to make the sun. Put on your 6mm bead and wind the wire around to the front all the way around, and then to the back behind that vertical wire. So once it's surrounded, we're going to get our tweezer nose pliers and bend it at an angle to start forming the rays. And we're going to hold it with the tweezer nose pliers again and push it with our thumb to form the ray, and keep going around. When I make the earrings, I usually make some of the rays longer and some of them shorter, but I'm going to make these all the same size, just trying to make the sun as small as possible. So we're going to keep going around, and I'm also bending them always to the back. When I make the earrings, sometimes I bend them alternately to the front and the back, but I just simplified this in a way that it's not too difficult to do. We're just going to keep bending them to the back, and then you bend across, and then down, and then again to the back. So keep going around. That makes a vertical line from top to bottom. So there's the vertical rays, and then there's 3 in between, so 3 rays on either side. It takes a little bit of practice to get them evenly spaced, but I'm just doing a minimal space between each ray, and they're going to end up working out quite well. So just eyeball it. The horizontal ray is sort of centered, and then there's like a little diagonal ray in between each one. So we're going to keep going around, make any little wiggle and adjustments that you need. Keep bending them to the back, rotating it, and then again at an angle, and then again at that angle. Wiggle it so it's in the right position, and then that's the last one, and then up to the center there. So wiggle them so they're equally spaced in the right position, and there we have it like that. So now we're just going to hold it and wind that end around so it's nice and secure, and then we want to bend it up at the back so it's just discreetly at the back. Sometimes when I make the earrings, I just keep winding it up to the top, but I wanted the line to look a little bit more clean. So now we're holding the 2 wires together with the flat pliers, winding it, and then we're going to cut it and pinch in that end. And do your adjustments for the rays as you need. Just rotating it around. And from there, I'm going to clip it to about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch, or a little bigger if you want, and back and around to get that little end flush in there. So just wiggle it right in there, pinch it flat, and there is your sun. So there's all our charms, and I'll link up how to make the charm bracelet in the description below this video. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.